Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 sina Nambo Chineke kere eluigwe n'ụwa. So Nambo Chineke kere eluigwe n'ụwa. That means in Igbo and English, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. I'm going to break that down for those people who may not really understand. Nambo means in the beginning. Na means in. Mbo means beginning or first. Now, every time I do this, I'm not going to know every word of Igbo in the, I'm not going to understand, I'm not going to know every translation, Igbo translation to English, but I'm going to try to explain whatever I can. We're going to have an Igbo word of the day every morning. But if I don't know the translation of that word, I might consult a dictionary or I might do whatever. But if we just can't figure it out that morning, then I will leave you, the audience, to give me your translation or tell me what you understand from that word. And then that's how we're going to learn together. So this is not something where I'm teaching people. This is something where we're having a conversation. So this is the nature of this morning show. So like I said, our first verse is Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. Nambo Chineke kere eluigwe n'ụwa. And as I said, Mbo means first or beginning. Chineke is God, the creator. Kere means created. Re is the past tense. Kere is from the root word ike, to create. And then they take off the I and they add re. And so it's kere. Kere means past tense. That re means past tense. So kere, Chineke kere eluigwe n'ụwa. Eluigwe is heaven. Elu, igwe. Elu means up. Igwe means I like a crowd, I guess. But eluigwe means heaven. N'ụwa, owa means the world. So or the earth. So eluigwe n'ụwa. That na is and. So Nambo Chineke kere eluigwe n'ụwa means in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So if you are not sure, there is a website called Bible.com. They have the Igbo Bible on that website. You can check to see the Igbo Bible on Bible.com, and you will see the Igbo version of that. And then you can check on some other website like BibleGateway.com and see the English version of that and compare the two. I hope that is helpful to anybody who might not be sure about Igbo language or is trying to learn Igbo. And yeah, so that is the lesson for today in Igbo. There's somebody checking something. Okay. Okay, so the next thing that I want to talk about is this morning is na henwe ichota BBC News Igbo. Na onye si jisike anyị ga-ahụ. Okay, thank you, Chijoke. So in ọ bụrụ na achọ ebe ha na-ekwu okwu n'Igbo na if you want to look for Igbo news, ọ bụrụ na ị na-achọ news ha na-enye mmadụ n'Igbo n'asụsụ Igbo. Ha nwere ihe a na-akpọ BBC News Igbo. BBC News Igbo bụ ebe ha na-akọ akụkọ gbasara Nigeria, gbasara ụwa niile, na ha na-agwa ya n'Igbo. Ọ bụrụ na ị na-achọ ya, ha nwere ya na Instagram, ha nwere ya na Facebook, ha nwere ya na YouTube. Ama ma ha nwere ya na YouTube, mana ha nwere ike they might have it on YouTube, but I know they have it on Facebook and Instagram. So BBC News Igbo. Enwe ụfọdụ ndị mmadụ si na BBC News Igbo adịrọ mma maka ọ ndị bekee nwere ya, that ọ bụrụ ihe ndị Igbo kere. So I personally like BBC News Igbo. I like the fact that it exists. I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't think, you can go wrong with broadcasting the news in Igbo, whether or not it was created by Indi Mobile, Indi Beke. As long as we're talking about the news, as long as we're creating outlets, as long as we're creating ways for Igbo people, Igbo speaking to be happening, as long as we're creating opportunities for Kamado Noro Asusu anyị, um ọ gbasara ma ndị bekee na-mee ya ma ọ bụ ndị ebe anyị ndị ebe anyị na-eme ya. As long as there are people speaking Igbo and they're putting Igbo language out there, they're putting Igbo language on the map, that's all I care about. So I'm not really bothered by the fact that this is something that Indi Bekekere. So don't worry about, like, if you're interested in looking for the news of the day to day in Igbo, I highly recommend BBC News Igbo. Because why? Because it's the only thing, that's the only option that we have right now. If there's someone else, if some people from our place decided they want to create, or the Biafran people, whoever you guys think you are that don't like this thing, if you want to create your own, create your own. But right now, that's all we have. So that's what I'm going to support, and that's what I'm going to encourage people to look at. I don't think all you had, I don't, even if you don't understand Igbo right now, I still recommend that you check out BBC News Igbo, because even if you don't understand Igbo, this is a good way for you to learn. It's a good way for you to go and listen to the language and soak in, absorb your language. And the thing about it is, like, if you don't really understand it, you can compare it to the headlines in English, and that will be how you'll just get used to hearing the Igbo sounds, Igbo words, and things like that. After some time, oge garaga, it'll be easier for you. You'll kind of absorb it. It'll become natural for you and second nature for you to hear and speak the language. So I highly recommend that. Uno chori mota asusu Igbo. This is a good way for you to begin learning Igbo, begin learning to hear and speak Igbo, to look for news outlets and look for communication outlets and look for media outlets where Igbo is being used and spoken and utilized. So BBC News Igbo, like I said, is available on Facebook as well as Instagram. And I believe YouTube, but I don't think I've checked to see if it's on YouTube yet, but I think they're trying to put it on many places. Right, it's a video, they have videos, they have audio, they have proverbs, they have images, they have text written stuff. So and they have a lot of little things that you can check out. Okay, the last piece of news that I kind of have for you this morning, not every day I won't be doing this for 30 minutes. Awe ụfọdụ mgbe aga m eme ya ruo Ikeji, is it Ikeji time? I think that's Ikeji iri atọ, or is that minutes? Elekere, I think it's Ikeji iri atọ. I think there's going to be some times I'll do it for 30 minutes. Ụfọdụ mgbe m ga-eme ya ruo 20 minutes or 10 minutes. Mana sometimes I'll just do it quickly, because like today I'm not going to do this show for very long. Maka chomi away I don't have that much stuff to say today. Mana but in the future I'm definitely going to try to do something a little bit. I'm going to try to prepare something, but today I just think I'm an idea that Nishim that's I've had in my mind. I've had this idea in my mind for some time. But I said, the best way to just do something is just to start, like begin. And then with time, the idea will become bigger and better, and you'll start to, create more ways to do it. So this is just something I'm just going to jump in, start. I'm just bidoya. To tailor it and tweak it as time goes on and get better at it, and improve it and add special effects and add do different types of things. But today I just said let me use this opportunity to practice and put something out there. So the last thing I want to inform you about, and I'm going to probably be bringing this up every now and then, is the future of Igbo. So I'm going to give you guys some information about, different things that I have going on at the time. Right now, I have ewem ihem bido na enwere m ihe mbido na Facebook, all a Facebook group mbido, aha ya bụ The Future of Igbo. Ị nwere ike ịkpọ ya um, Ọganiru Ndị Igbo or something like that. But it's called, but I named it all Mji Asusu Bekee yere ya aha. Aha ya bụ The Future of Igbo. Ịchọta The Future of Igbo na search engine na Facebook, ị nwere ike ịhụ this group. Group nke um, group nke gbasara just ana m achọ ndị bụ ndị isi ndị isi nke Igbo. So like leaders, teachers, entrepreneurs, social media influencers, scientists, visionaries, anybody who is really buru ya ka ha mee Igbo be very to make Igbo very strong and successful. Anybody who has that motivation and that passion, I'm highly encouraging you guys to join this group, because what this group is, I'm trying to create an opportunity for conversations, to start conversations about like Igbo culture, but not just Igbo culture. There's many groups out there that talk about Igbo and Igbo culture. This particular group, I want us to talk about ideas that we have, ideas to make the Igbo language, Igbo culture, Igbo traditions modernized for today's generation. And I love the fact that these conversations are happening more and more in today's world. Mana achomka more opportunities be made for Igbo. I want more opportunities to be made. I want more people to express these interests. I want more people to do more than just talk about it, but actually do things, actually make impact, actually make an impact, and actually initiate projects, actually start projects, build projects, creating things. And that is what the focus of this group is. So it may be a place for you to connect with people, say hi, I know you, I saw you in the group, I saw you in the group, and I have this idea, why don't we start? I have this idea, like, why don't we start? So join the Future of Igbo. I try to do a question of the day as much as possible. Today's question of the day, or the question of the day that I asked most recently, was if you wanted to make a new Igbo word for hyperlink. What would it be? Hyperlink pụtara okwu ị nwere ike idetu na igwe bekee na-ejele ihe ọzọ. So ọ bụrụ na ị nọ na ka anyị kwụsị na ị nọ na mmadụ website nke mmadụ, ị nwere ike ịhụ ebe ha dere Google. Na Google, ị nwere ike detu Google, ebe ha si www.google.com. Idetu ihe a na website nke mmadụ ọzọ, ị nwere ike ị ga-agara ebe ha si google.com. Ihe a bụ hyperlink. That word is a hyperlink. So ọ bụrụ na ị chọrọ ịga jee ebe ọzọ na internet, ihe ị ga-eme, ị nwere ike type the website in the bar, or ị nwere ike maọbụ ị nwere ike detu hyperlink. Ọ ga-buru gị gara another website. So that's what a hyperlink is. So ihe m jụrụ na the website, the Facebook group bụ gịnị ka ị ga-akpọ ihe dịka otu a na asụsụ Igbo? Gịnị bụ aha gị? Gịnị bụ aha ị ga-enye ihe dịka otu a na asụsụ Igbo? What would we call that in Igbo? I know that we never had that back in the day, in the olden days in Igbo land, so we don't have a word for that. But I want to ask these types of questions to make people think outside the box, to make people question what we already know, to make people question. So these type of questions will kind of open and expand your mind to think about ways that things could be different. To make you more creative. So I think these are type of questions that are important for us to ask ourselves, to help us to jog our creativity. So that's why that question is there. Ọ bụrụ ịchọrọ ịza ajụjụ ahụ, ị nwere ike got that website. So I'm gonna end today. It sounds like this baby is waking up, so I'm gonna go. But Kaiho, also I'm just done for today. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this live broadcast. And I wish you all the best. And there one Anime Kalunu for coming to my live stream today. I'll see you later. Bye.